Sue, what progress since the last time we spoke?
Okay, we've set up the review of the county farms, but what became clear when we're setting that up is that we need to have a fundamental look at what the purpose of Cornwall Council being a landlord for county farms. And the view was that a detail like looking at the issue of badger culling would probably swamp that inquiry when actually we need to look at the fundamental purpose. The current policy is that, and it's like all other councils in the southwest, is that it's up to the tenant to make those judgments. And at the moment, that's where we stand. I have met with tenants in September, and I've asked if they're considering that they let me know. And since September, none have let me know. But that's where we are at the moment.
Now, the last time we spoke, you said a report was going to be done for a scrutiny committee, and it was going to be looked at, in the round. So that's not going to happen now.
It's not going to happen because what I was envisaging is if we were looking at county farms, it might be an opportunity, but it's become clear that actually we need to have, if you like, we need to have a much more fundamental look at what are we got county farms for. And, there's the whole environmental growth strategy. There's lots of concerns around about soil erosion and things like that. And it became clear that there's a much bigger issue about, because I think us having county farms as a council goes back post-war. And
it's nearly 100 years.
No one's really fundamentally looked and I'm not saying whether it's wrong or right that we have county farms, but I think, we do need to be clear what's the 21st century purpose of them. And I think, in a way, once we've done that, then we can look at other specific issues once we're clear of why we're a landlord.
Well, it sounds like this is moving into a completely different story. Let me ask that question. Why do you have county farms? Is there actually a possibility, even if it's only a theoretical possibility, that Cornwall Council might be getting out of the farms business?
If I were to ask personally, I'd say probably not. I think I can probably see more reasons for us to be in if you think about the environmental growth strategy. But I don't want to preempt the inquiry. It's going to be a cross-party inquiry. It will happen a bit like select committees, and they're going to take evidence, and they will take evidence from all sorts of experts, both in the farming industry, environmentalists. All sorts of people will be lined up, and we've got a lot of people. I've been surprised how many people are keen to go and give evidence. So I think we will have a real fundamental look, and what we'll have then is a decision about, assuming it is a decision that we continue, which I suspect it will be, what our purpose is. And once we define the purpose, that will define what we do with them. And then there might be other more detailed questions that we start looking at afterwards.
What's the timetable for this?
The inquiry, do you remember when it's scheduled? I think it's scheduled in the spring.
Yeah,
spring,
no, it's scheduled to start relatively quickly. We're just working on the scope.
We've got, if you look at the Overview and Scrutiny Committee, we've got the members identified, and so they're just working up the terms of reference at the moment, and hopefully that'll be scheduled, and that'll be in public. So people will be able to come to that.
Right, but theoretically, and I stress the word theoretically, there is a chance that Cornwall Council could be getting out of the farms business. That's one of the options.
It's not being put as an option.
It's
an inquiry into what the purpose is. And I think why I'm keen to do it is obviously without having a fundamental review, there's been little looks at. Decisions are being made about what farms to sell and things like that. And I'm just concerned that if we come to a decision about what the purpose is in the 21st century, we might be selling the wrong farms. I think that's my bigger worry. And it may be that when we have a fundamental review and the purpose, we may decide actually we should be keeping those farms and selling those farms if we're going to sell any. So I just want us to have that review before we go on carrying on selling the farms that we are according to the current decisions.
Yeah, fine. There goes my other phone, so that's probably a cue to wind up the interview. Thanks, Sue. Thank you.
Well done.